Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Cheers, Jessie.
I don't have my cheers.
Cheers. Hey, here we go.
I don't have
Deep
my
in
alcohol.
the heart of Texas.
The stars shine bright
And,
and the hee-haw how.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We're deep in the heart of Tejas.
It's not-
We're in Austin again.
We're in Austin, and it's not usual that you see me drinking.
Live on show. Yes, you're right. You're right. But it is past your drinking hour.
My alcohol alarm went off an hour ago.
Yes. By the way, if you think she's kidding, she's not kidding. She actually has an alarm that just beeps off like, hey, it's okay if you want to drink now.
Because, and you can attest to this,
Yes.
there's certain days that you just go,
Today.
fuck, I need a drink.
Today.
And if I didn't have an alarm that I needed to wait for, I would have been drunk.
Yep.
Drunk by 3.
Yeah.
And I have been many times in my life, right?
Yeah.
So I know for myself, because if something happens, if it's stressful, if it's just whatever, I'll grab a drink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What are you looking at? What's happening?
You look great.
Oh,
I'm just trying to put all the pieces back together today.
Oh, okay.
Usually shows like this are crazy where it's just like, hey, I feel so uncertain and like the world is falling apart.
Yep.
For a myriad of reasons, obviously. So we're in Austin, Texas. South by Southwest got canceled. It was a fucking ghost town on 6th Street last night. Like I've been to this city 15, 20 times. I've never seen it be a ghost town. You and I ate in a goddamn near empty restaurant last night.
Yeah, like an amazing, probably usually really busy restaurant.
Yes. I'll give him a shout out. It's Caroline's.
Caroline on
Congress and right around 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It's great. I was here, last time I was here, I ate there 2 times. I've already eaten there twice this time. It's awesome. Today, there was some people there having lunch, which was nice to see. But last night, it was a ghost town.
I don't know. It's
supposed to do Alex Jones tomorrow. He got arrested, I can say, because that is trending all over Twitter. They got arrested this morning for DUI.
But we can say that that's not really a big deal.
No.
But people are making it.
I don't really care.
Look,
I
again,
don't know what he blew, but
join the club.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't know where he lives, but I have been in Austin for a little while, and I've been told that in certain subdivisions and nicer areas, the cops are going up and down the street.
Breaking news. And this will go into what you just said.
Okay.
Cops were called to Jones's residence for a family disturbance. When they arrived, his wife claimed that they had a verbal altercation and was physical early in the day. She had alleged that Jones had took off in his car and was possibly drinking. Cops caught up with him shortly afterwards, pulled him over, and the arrest report said there was a strong odor of alcohol coming from the thing. He admitted he drank a bottle of sake while he and his wife were at a sushi restaurant for dinner. Told the officer he walked home, but the argument continued there, so he went to his other residence that was a little bit away. Jones demonstrated some impairment during the field sobriety test, such as swaying and losing balance, but he did blow slightly below a .08 on the breathalyzer twice. So
are you kidding me?
I can say this. If he had a bottle of sake, right? You're going to blow beneath a .08.
Yes.
And the legal limit is
like
a
wine.
.08. So how do you get
That's a small bottle of wine, by the way. So sake is wine. It's the same alcohol content, right?
Sure.
So it was like he drank a small bottle of wine over the course of...
Yeah.
If you blow under a .08, I mean, the amount that you have in your system is so little, it's insane.
Yeah.
Because even if you have, let's say you have 2 beers, you're gonna blow over. 2 beers like an hour ago. You're still going to go over 0.08.
So InfoWars is saying right now, they're already floating a conspiracy saying that Jones was caught in a DWI sting aimed at increasing the sheriff's department's number of arrests. Now, this one I can attest to. So in Los Angeles, they're doing this right now. They're trying to pop people for DUIs because it's $10,000 per person.
They've been doing that for years.
For years and years and years. Right.
Yes.
Texas is not.
Okay.
So they are new to this. I'll share this story since we're talking about it. I got pulled over my last trip here. And I had to do the entire thing.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, I didn't say this? No. So I just finished interviewing the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Okay.
We were at Jerry World at a really nice restaurant.
Oh no, you did tell me.
I did tell you
but
this.
You were
it
like,
was DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah. But you were like, thankfully we didn't. Really
I had a glass of wine.
Much, yeah.
Here was the weird thing: was the guy goes, the officer goes, "Hey man," as Jessie's just absolutely fucking pounding red wine.
You guys, what is wrong with you? That's gonna stain.
You did
That's
it.
blonde.
You did it, dude.
Dude, you did it.
You just drank it and spilled it all over yourself.
Did it.
Watch subscribe to the show on YouTube, Drinkin Bros podcast.
This is
You'll
what's
see
happening
Jessie
to Alex
spilling
Jones.
red wine all over herself
This is
at
what's happening to
5:30 in the
Alex
afternoon.
Jones.
Call the cops.
Yep.
My wife and I are in an altercation. She's spilling red wine all over her hair and then blaming it on me.
He spilled it on me.
Man.
Oh,
so
guys.
with that,
was my second sip.
I get out of the car, and he made me an offer. He goes, "Hey man, so you can blow into the breathalyzer, and if it's 0.06, we'll let you go." And I was like, "Oh, is it 0.06 in Texas?" And he goes, "No, it's 0.08." And I was like, "What the fuck is that, bro?" And he goes, "Well, does it matter?" And I go, "Yeah, it does," because I had a glass of wine, and I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. I know that I'm under, and that's about all I can say. And I had the pictures on me. I was like, "Here's who I was with, man, like 30 minutes ago." Right. And I go, the 4 out of 5 dudes didn't drink there, you know? It was me and my co-host who were having a drink because it was goddamn Drinkin Bros, for Christ's sakes, right?
Sure.
So he goes, "Well, you know, you can always do the test." And I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the whole fucking test, right? Are those the right mics on?
Yeah.
Great. So I guess...
so 1 and 3.
There we go.
And you had it on 1 and 2.
Ah.
So I changed it to 1 and 3.
Okay, perfect. Double checking here, live in Austin.
Hey, look, we're
Things
a two-man
happen.
crew. We're a two-man crew.
Two-man crew today.
We've got to really keep things checking.
Two-man crew today. So I get out and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm just going to go ahead and take this field sobriety test because I don't know what I'll blow." And the guy looked at me, the officer, and was like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, all right, man, if you really want to do it." And I go, "Yeah, man, I really want to do it." But I'm having a conversation like with him exactly like I'm talking to you right now. Mm-hmm. Slightly slurred.
Sure.
But in control.
But honest.
And I've had my first sip of beer today. Like I'm boom. I'm Bidening it. Mm-hmm. Just biding my time. Nailed it. So I go and walk back and I do all of it, right? The one-legged things, the seal to the nose.
Sure, the pen.
All of it. I did every single part of it. It was like 20 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. And at the end of it, he just looks at me and he goes, "Ah, shit. Sorry, man. You can go." And I was like, "Cool." And he goes, "Where were you?" Because I'd made an illegal turn, I guess.
Okay.
You're getting used to these Texas roads now where everything is a U-turn. You've got to do a U-turn somewhere. Yeah. And I was just like, I'd missed the U-turn instead of the left. Sure. And I'd U-turned when it was supposed to be a left turn or whatever. And I was like, "Man, good luck on these fucking highways. You could pull everybody over if you want."
Right.
And so he goes, "Where are you trying to go?" And I was like, "I'm trying to go here." And he was like, "Oh, all right. Well, just don't go underneath this thing." No lie, I almost drove over the same fucking thing again, like right in front of him. And I was just like, I might as well have just gotten in his car and just say, "Hey, man, can you give me a ride at this point?" After doing all that bullshit.
Were you in Houston or Dallas at that point?
I was in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And which is I will say a lot worse than it is here in Austin as far as like the U-turns and the things. But I guess it's a Texas thing.
It is. The worst is Houston. So it's Houston, Dallas, and then Austin as far as that concerned.
Gotcha.
But I've spent so much time in the state now. But I was like, shit. So looking at this, ironically enough, we were out with someone last night, Dakota Meyer.
Yes.
Who lived over by here. We're not going to say where he
Yes.
lives or
No.
anything else. I will be on his show next week, Front Towards Enemy. Jessie and I will both be on his show next week.
I know.
It was a blast of a show. We had a really
He was
good
like,
time
just
last
hop
night.
on.
We had an awesome time. Anyways.
He was really good.
But he
He's
gave
really
us the
good.
exact same warnings of like, hey, man, the cops and all this
Yeah.
other shit, like, it's crazy there.
Yeah.
It's their own law. And it was just like, here we go.
Yeah.
And we had just had this conversation on the drive over of like, hey, so how far is Alex's from this neighborhood and blah, 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 for this drive tomorrow? And sure enough, boom. I mean, I got 90 million messages today, and I was just like, come on, man. Now that the story, because what I just read you is breaking right now. So
yeah. I don't think it's a conspiracy, but I will say you guys better watch out.
I think it's a
girls-
conspiracy amongst the police departments, because this is the only thing that you can make money off of, a lot of it really quickly.
Okay, but going to the house for a dispute and then the wife, getting revenge essentially from the fight that they had, I don't think that's conspiracy. I don't
But
think
if
you can
you're pulled
force
over
that to
and you blow a
happen.
.06 twice,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They did not like him. Once they pulled him over, they were completely biased, right?
Right.
Once they pulled him over.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say, and I love Alex Jones. I actually do like him.
As a person, yeah.
As a person,
Good dude.
but I don't know what happened. But again, it's like DUI, okay. It wasn't a domestic dispute that didn't end up coming out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, assault and battery, whatever, domestic violence. And if it was, I think it would have come out. So I think they're definitely going after him, and he may be right on that.
Maybe.
Was he drinking and driving? Probably.
Well,
Am I going to be later? Probably.
He
Do you
blew
know
a
what I mean?
.06. I mean, that's
Right.
below the legal limit. So
That's
what the fuck?
insane.
What the fuck?
That's insane, and it's fucked up. Because if you can beat that, you motherfucker, you better be letting me go.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it is to not blow.
Oof.
Do you know what I mean?
So here's the deal. I'm going to call him tomorrow and hit him up and
Yeah.
say, hey, man, what's this story here?
Look, I mean, he should go on. He should go on Drinkin Bros.
I think
I'm saying
we'll see.
right now that he should.
It's
Because
tough because you got to deal
when
with all this
you
other
hear-
bullshit.
For sure, but when you hear him talk about it, I think it would be a lot different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that was weird. South by Southwest was canceled. That was weird.
Ghost Town, and I have so many. I know you've lived here for a little while. I
Yeah.
don't know how many times you went to South by Southwest.
The
The actual
You know what's funny?
South by?
None, actually.
Okay.
My thing was like Sundance with you, where I would only go if I had a movie in there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be one of those hanger-ons who was just like, oh, do you have a movie here? No, but I'm here to party and whatever. It's like, man, I'm busy. I'm not going to do that. So if I have a movie here, great. You actually had a film here, so
I did, but the different thing about South by is there's so many bands and musical acts. That
well, now
you'll
there's
be-
tech conferences and all that shit. Yes.
Yeah, so it's tech,
Yeah.
movie, and bands, and it's all like either one right after another,
Yep.
or they all kind of blend together. So one year I did have a movie, and it was the year that I was introduced to the festival in a real way. Like, I've come out here before I had a movie in, and it was like I was hanging out with locals far away from South by,
Right.
but because it's such a far-reaching festival, these people's house, like really far away, or the neighborhood really far away, was still doing South by stuff.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I went before that, and then after I had the movie in, it was like this band that my friend knew that was playing, and it's like, let's go.
Right.
You can get, if you guys all get a house together. So South by is a little bit different, but the way that this town is when it's happening is insane. And
Insane.
if you've never been, which
No.
you're saying you haven't,
I'm not.
there's no way to actually, all streets closed, like all vendors everywhere. Like you can't drive
So
anywhere.
I've been here for big events in Austin. Like
Sure.
the last one was Texas LSU. It was
Okay.
massive, right?
Not the same, but yes.
It was 250,000 people.
Right.
I mean, the stadium holds 100.
Yeah.
All that shit. So like everything is shut down.
Mhm.
6th Street is shut down.
Mhm.
Everybody's ready to party. Blah 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 blah. Right. Massive event. To see 6th Street, just 6th Street last night with no one on it, and you and I are the only people eating in a restaurant. It was fucking
sad.
wild.
It was sad only because I could see the streets like that.
I double
would
tipped
be...
last night. I felt bad.
So you know what they have though is like at the end of each street, it's like a stage. Mm-hmm. So literally, if you're standing at a corner, like every street you look down, there's a stage at the end with a different band playing and vendors along the whole thing. So it was kind of sad to see these same streets that you were like, dude, these people would be fucking killing it.
Yeah.
And it looks so different. You know, it's like everything when it's dark and cloudy just looks a little bit different. That's how it was. You know, I think it's going to be a devastating blow in lots of ways. This is a very service industry driven town, especially downtown.
Correct.
And I think I don't know. It's sad.
I will say this. So there was a report, and I talked about this a week ago on Drinkin Bros. There was a report that came out last week that said Austin was the fastest growing city in the United States, and then Nashville was second.
Yes.
It might hurt this, and this is going to sound terrible to say, but I don't mean it like that. It might hurt the servers working now currently, but most of it is college or otherwise. And if so, if let's say that little crop gets washed out, right? And South by Southwest is able to return and all that other shit because the city is growing so fast and people are looking for jobs. That part will fill up quick. Now, what would be the devastating blow is if it never comes back. So if South by Southwest never comes back, that's a devastating blow.
Well, here's how it all kind of, when you say service industry, though, it all sort of trickles down. So if you're planning for a big event, that means you have to staff for that event. You have to order food for that event. You have to order alcohol. You have to have vendors. So it really does.
All of them, I will say this. I understand, but all of the vendors, like all the vendors for the events, food, catering, all this stuff, was pre-ordered and paid.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're not making your money back from the stuff that you had to buy, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to pre-order stuff. You have to like have things on hand. You have to have that many beers. You have to have that many things. Like, yes, they are prepaid, and that's the bitch of it. So because then you're not making the money from the customers.
Yes.
And businesses will be really hit really, really hard. Now, if it is a fast growing city and, next weekend is going to be, or when coronavirus is whatever in some kind of holding pattern.
There will be a vaccine the same as there was for everything else.
It's going to be pretty soon. They'll be busy as shit. The extra food that they ordered, perishables and shit will not last. But
right.
Right?
Yeah, I mean it's.
And on top of
if I were a restaurant who had planned for this, I'd say, look, man,
do you get a
let's
loan?
take all the food,
let's
take all the booze we ordered, and just throw a blowout party. Call all your friends. Let's have a $10 cover and figure shit out. Just trying to make some money off of this.
Smart, and they may do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I think they're all kind of, yeah.
We'll see what happens. I mean, look, we're here. Post Malone is here tonight. That was the other thing is we were talking about it, well, we can say it now. What? Doing an interview with Post Malone. He is now going to leave the city after the show tonight. He still is going to do the show. Right. However, we were supposed to do the show tomorrow. He's not going to be able to do it.
He's not hanging out with anybody that he doesn't need to
hang
out
flying,
with.
Well, no, he's flying out of 3 a.m.
He's literally like
after the show. He's flying out. Yeah, and I get it.
The curse of our Post Malone interview
continues. The curse of Post Malone.
And
continues.
Now we just need to lean into that. I feel like, right?
Are we part of his curse or?
I don't know, but I think this needs to be our thing. Do you know what I mean? It's our thing now.
Yeah, maybe
that we just
Yeah. We got a senator flying into town. He's texting right now. Mm-hmm. He is going to do it. So he is going to do the show. All right.
The senator is?
Yeah. So that was the thing. I'm texting with him right now. That was the other thing is members of Congress are being quarantined.
Okay.
Ted Cruz is one of them.
Okay. Well, he said he had it, didn't he?
He said he had it. And then he was self-quarantined. So did somebody else. So did that Matt Gaetz guy. He said he had it as well, and or had been around people who had it. So like they're canceling all their events.
Okay.
This badass is not, dude. Adam Kissinger is his name, and he's coming into town. That was him that I was just texting with, and he said, "Hey, I'll be there Saturday. Fuck it, fuck coronavirus." But I will say this: he's also a pilot, so he's flying his own plane.
Exactly. So you can't really lump him into that, can you?
No.
But at the same time, we're traveling. I'm trying not to hang out in big groups, except for tonight at a huge concert.
We have VIP. Let's face it. We have backstage and shit.
Who cares, dude? You're still.
I feel safer with like people I know.
By the way,
I feel safer with more famous people. Is that weird? Like, I don't think Post Malone's getting coronavirus. I think if anyone could beat coronavirus, it's probably Post Malone.
I don't have time in this show to explain the coronavirus, I guess, to you. But anyway, because that statement alone.
No, you don't.
I really don't. The show is only a certain amount of time. I
see Post Malone backstage with his spread, whatever's back there tonight. Cheese, grapes, whatever, pate, right. And just saying, can you get rid of the pate? Give me some coronavirus to put on these crackers because I'm not going to catch anything at this point. I have 1 million face tattoos from people all over the country. Yeah. Needles going into my face. Do you think coronavirus means anything to a guy like me right now? Because let's face it, what the real cure is probably Bud Light, weed,
apparently,
a little weed,
apparently,
and then obviously whatever Keith Richards is doing right now.
I don't know. It's this weird.
He's still alive.
So just take a little bit of Keith Richards' blood and make that a vaccine.
Probably the vaccine.
Yep.
That's probably the vaccine for the coronavirus is a little bit of KR blood.
He takes it to get high, I think.
You have to.
For sure.
I think at this point, he can't get any more fucked up, so he's just like, all right, great. We'll start with weed. We'll go hash on top of that, some hash oil, maybe sprinkle a little bit of PCP, and then an Asian doctor from Wuhan comes in, puts a little bit of coronavirus on that, and then he twists it up and then smokes it. He's already snorted his dad's ashes. That's real.
That is real.
That is real. Mm-hmm. It was in his biography. Mm-hmm. Snorted his dad's ashes, so why not smoke a little bit of coronavirus and get high?
I have to say, though, it's a really weird division that we're having over it, where there's people that are really affected and taking it super serious.
And then us.
But that's horrible, right? Like, I think, yeah, like, I don't know.
Let me ask you this.
If I heard it from actual people that were standing in front of me, I think it would be a little bit different. It's hard.
You were taking our baby on a plane to Los Angeles.
And like, I'm sure they'll have a vaccine by then, though.
It's in 3 weeks.
I'm telling you, I think 2 weeks.
That's craziness.
Why? They're working on it right now.
We don't have anything right now for a cold, let alone coronavirus.
What do you mean?
Come on. So, hypothetical, it's still around, right? And let's say it beats Jessie's over-under for the coronavirus getting solved. Is that where you at all?
I'm at 2 weeks, yeah, from now.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it worry me?
Yeah.
No. I mean, babies aren't getting it.
Yeah, babies and the elderly.
No, the elderly for now.
60 plus and then anybody younger.
No.
Yes, it's babies, dude.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's just old people, you think?
No, it's not, I think. So it's people that are at risk are older and have pre-existing conditions.
Comment on YouTube below. Let me know if Jessie's telling the truth or not, because she's not a doctor.
I'm not. There's
people
behind me that know more about it.
Have you ever played one in a movie?
A doctor?
A doctor, yeah.
No. Have you?
Then I can't trust you. I can't trust you if you haven't played a doctor at least once. You know what I'm saying?
What are we even doing here, dude?
Here's what we're doing here. I haven't played a doctor either. Therefore, I'm not playing one now.
Okay.
I can't tell you what to do at home, is what I'm saying. I'm going to look right down the barrel. I can't tell you what to do at home. I think babies can get it.
Oh, for sure.
Hide your babies.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what they did today was Fulton County Schools. That's my fucking district. That's the Chattahoochee Cougars. That's paws up, dude. That's where I went to school.
So when you say that, is that like a shit ton of schools?
Fulton County is the biggest county in all of Georgia. That includes Atlanta. Yeah. That includes the Final Four. Yeah. That includes the Falcons. Everything in Atlanta is Fulton County, and it's like that is a massive district. Also want to give my high school a shout out because they just won the state championship last week. And final score, 69. Come on, brother. That lives for life.
Good for them.
First state title, 69. Those kids were fucking amped.
Dude, those dudes party that night.
You know what they do now at every college arena or in high school when the score hits 69? Everybody stands up and cheers. You get a standing ovation at the same time. It's the best. Let alone winning a game in overtime and finishing on 69.
Sure.
It means everybody that night finished on 69. Come
Good
on.
for them.
You remember high school?
That means there's a lot of
69 in weird
disappointed
places.
ladies. There's a lot of disappointed ladies out there.
If you 69
69
correctly,
is not good for
it's
the
great.
for the gals.
It's great for everyone.
It's good for you guys.
It's great. It's probably cures coronavirus, to be honest with
And
you.
do you really care about anything else?
No.
Like, it's good for you guys, right?
69?
There's a lot of disappointed
I
ladies.
enjoy both of it. That is the only option in life where you can have your cake and eat it too. It really is, you know?
For you.
And this message is sponsored to you by
Yeah, who's our first sponsor?
GhostBed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you're going to 69, you're going to do it on a ghost bed. You're going to do it on the finest, most comfortable mattress on God's green earth. Go to GhostBed.com/Drinkin Bros today, and you get, what do you get off, Jessie? 20% off a mattress.
Yeah, I think it's 20%
And
off
two
a
free pillows.
2 free pillows, and then 50% off the
adjustable
base. My brother texted me
Yeah.
that he said it's coming tomorrow. He's like, I'm so excited. And he got the Luxe.
Oh, he did. He got the Luxe.
He got the Luxe because it said that it contains ghost ice.
No way.
Ghost Bed is so fucking cool.
It's the best.
That's all I'm saying.
Best in
so
the business.
he's very excited about it. He's like, dude.
Yes. Go to
First new bed in 15
ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros
years.
today. All of these deals are applicable with the 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest. No one on the interwebs is doing that. And I'm going to be real. If you have that adjustable base and you're 69ing, it makes it so much easier because you control it with a remote control, so you can get into the angle that you need to get into.
Right. And the guy will be satisfied and the girl will be disappointed.
I
Look,
want-
it's the same.
Right into the show. If you're a lady out there and you've been satisfied during the 69 position.
Please. We'll have about 2 listeners.
No.
We'll have about 2 messages.
No. There's 1.8 million listeners. I say we probably get 1.79 messages that say, yeah, I'm happy and I've had a great 69 in my life.
Mm-hmm. And their husbands behind them being like, right there.
Nope.
Right there, you like it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Be smart. They're behind him. Be smart.
Yeah, be
Do
smart.
the right thing.
Next up, we get StrikeForceEnergy.com.
Boom, 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 blinkers.
Yeah, James. Yeah. I got a little bit of it in my beer today. Here's the thing. When you're going hard all day like this, especially with Post Malone, you got to fucking put some Strike Force in your beverages.
I need a packet. I need a little package.
It's necessary. 4 amazing flavors: grape, orange, orange, lemon. Get it, squeeze it, rip it, tick it, and fucking flip it, dog.
And if you haven't tried it before, I don't know who you are out here listening to the show that has not tried Strike Force.
Mm-hmm.
It is liquid, which
It is liquid.
very important because
It makes a nice lubricant.
well, we've had other
Mm-hmm.
sponsors that are powder, and you get a real you get a real shot of life in
Yeah,
that
you do.
when that dry powder ball comes into your mouth that you
Yeah.
can't quite
Yeah.
mix in there.
Last longer 5-hour energy and no carbs or sugars. So if you're on a diet out there trying to get that beach body ready for summer, congratulations. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com, promo code REVOLUTION, 20% off. Last but not least, we got StraightRazors.com.
Ooh, that's a clean cut, smooth. You like it?
Not your best, Shaves.
Look.
Not your best. Not your
Should I
best.
try it again?
Yeah, and do this one for Gordon Wagner. That way he's got to leave 2 time codes on the video on YouTube. It's one of our listeners, one of our favorite listeners, Gordon Wagner. He waits for you, Reich It, every day
Ooh,
and
that's
writes the time
That's
cut.
a clean cut, smooth. Oh, you like it?
There it is. There it is.
Do you?
Give the people what they want. Gordon Wagner, that's 2 for you today, brother. We love you. StraightRazors.com is the finest shave to be a real man in this life. You can do it all. If you're about to 69, pubes, taints. What else?
You cannot shave. I'm sorry.
What else?
What?
You know.
Butts.
Yep.
Butts. Vaginas.
Yep. Keep going.
Taints.
There it is.
Arms.
Oh, yep.
Boobs.
Yep.
Boob hair.
Yes. All of it. All of the things you can shave
Holes.
off your body at straightrazors.com. They've got every product you need to be a real man in this life. Beard oils, mustache waxes, conditioners. And if you're worried about using a straight razor, their safety razor is second to none, hombre. That's Spanish for man, you know?
Is it?
Probably. What do you got there?
What is this shit?
What do you got there? Oh, straightrazors.com, Revolution, 20% off. That was sage being burned right before you got in.
Sage?
Ashwagandha?
A hippie friend of ours, because we're in Austin,
We are.
decided to burn this,
He
right?
was like, hey, man, what you guys are setting up, let me burn
Let me
this.
burn this stinky, it smelled like Nog Champa.
This stink stick for you guys to just relax to.
Yeah.
It makes me more stressed out.
It really does.
It smells like
It's not like a
fucking Indian man in his late 90s smoking.
It's not a comfortable smell.
No. It's like the table over for you when they're eating curry and you're like, oh, God damn it.
It's not soothing, for sure.
I hit you way too hard, way too soon.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of that, by the way.
Of what?
Incense and shit like that.
Why?
I don't get down on it.
You didn't
man.
smoke weed in your room as a kid?
What?
You didn't smoke weed in your room. You didn't need to cover up a smell of weed.
No, dude, I'll smoke it outside like a fucking gentleman.
When you were
this is like
younger?
covering up evil spirits or something. Like, this is what this feels like to me.
I feel like incense was invented to cover up the smell of
Weed,
kids. When you're a kid, dude.
getting high.
When you're older, it's like you
Smoke
can smoke
outside.
wherever.
Smoke outside.
You can't smoke outside. Your mom's going to fucking see you, dude.
My father, R.I.P., who's no longer with us, was a smoker, right? His whole life, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Even to the point of like, we would go to my grandparents' house and he would be sleeping in his old room.
Cigarettes are different.
From high school.
Go ahead, yeah.
He would lift the thing, lift the window, smoke cigarettes out the window, and then pretend as if that, no one knew he was smoking in his room.
Isn't that funny? I think I would
reeked,
I
dude.
think I would do the same thing at a way younger age than your father.
Yeah.
But
he was in his fucking
R.I.P.,
40s,
no
dude.
offense.
He was
Yeah.
in his 40s doing that shit.
he was in his 40s thinking that no
Yes!
one could smell.
Yes.
You know what's funny about people that do smoke though? They don't. Well, I don't know. I think when I smoked, I didn't care.
Wait, you didn't care?
If people could smell it, I wasn't sure. Like, I think there was times when I thought people couldn't smell it when they absolutely always can.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
They can always smell it. I can smell cigarettes anywhere, and that's the disgusting part of cigarettes where you're just like, God damn it. You're not hiding it from anyone anymore.
I might smoke one tonight, though.
Yeah. Why not?
It feels like I'm going to party, so I probably will. You know me.
So here's the deal. We're here for Post Malone, obviously. We're at this really fucking cool place called Native. And immediately, his best friend we were chatting with earlier was just like, oh, you want a cigarette? I was like, oh, shit. That's right. We're about to go hang out with Post Malone. Like, fucking, yeah. He's going to be smoking cigarettes all day long. He chain smokes.
Did you smoke?
No, I didn't have one. I'll have one with him if he asks. I had one with him last time. This is the first time I've had a cigarette in 10 years.
And you told me way later than you should have.
I didn't really think about it because it wasn't. I don't get the enjoyment out of cigarettes anymore as like other things. Where it's like, hey man, if I'm gonna fire down a rail somewhere of like Special K, like that's something I would wait to tell you.
Wait, are you doing that?
I'm not. But I enjoy that, and then that would be something I would tell you later as my wife of like, oh shit, I forgot to tell you at this party. I just blasted a rail of Special K and went to fucking Cartoon Land for like 15 minutes.
Dude, are you doing that?
I'm not doing that. But
I feel like you're trying to tell me that. Are you doing coke or anything like that?
No, I'm not doing any of that. But what I'm saying is that I would hide
feel
from
like
you.
you are.
A cigarette, I'd be like, oh yeah.
But you're
whatever,
telling
dude.
me that you're going to hide it from me.
Yeah, because I'm not going to do Special K and then just come out and be like, holy shit.
So you've done it.
No, I have
recently.
not. I have not.
You're just telling me that you're going to hide it from me.
I'm not going to.
That you're not going to tell me. And then I ask you and you say no.
No.
Who are you looking at?
I'm going to hide it. I'm looking at Benny. Benny was offering Special K earlier. A friend of mine.
Benny.
I'm totally kidding. He was not. But
you've totally done Special K and coke.
I have
recently.
Not. I have not.
But you wouldn't tell me. All right.
I wouldn't
moving
tell
on.
you. I would tell you later.
I'm going to move on from
I would
this.
tell you later.
Do you want to answer Dakota live or what?
I can't. I can't answer Dakota live on air. Maybe I can. Why not? We're in Austin. Who cares? Dakota Meyer, I'm live on a show. What's up?
Put him on speaker.
Hey, I'll put you on speaker.
speaker.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Fire away. You're live on Ross Patterson Revolution. What's up?
Oh, man. Hey, I just want to tell you how much I love you and how good looking you are. And I got to tell you something, man. Like, I really appreciate that picture you sent me, that one off that you sent me, and that I keep in my room right next to my bed, and I go to sleep and look at it.
You know, it's funny you say that. So we're shooting in a photography studio downtown Austin, and there was the photographer who owns the studio. I go, hey man, real quick on the way out the door, how much would it cost for you just to shoot some nudes of me? And he goes, oh, like covered up, like with like a leaf or something. I go, no, just full nudes, man, that are super tasteless, but I want to be half hard. And he was like, he goes, I don't know, man, like $2,000, $2,000.
Bro, why so much? Like,
why so much? You want to know why so much?
Yeah, why?
Because he doesn't want to do it. That's why.
Fuck, I'll pay you $2,000.
Oh my God.
Come on, like, does this guy understand the opportunity? Does he know who you are?
That's what I said. It was like, dude, you're about to see a fucking full Oat show here in front of your face.
Oh God.
Blasted.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And he was Asian too, and it was like, hey, bro, there's a 6-inch difference between these jeans, you know?
Man, he noticed?
He did. He did notice. He did.
Listen, I always say, 6 inches, hell, that's a relationship.
Yeah, it is. My grandfather always used to say 6 inches is well, that's 2 inches, longer than my max. So he was a 4-inch guy. He was a 4-inch guy. R.I.P. to him too. R.I.P. to him too.
Yeah. My grandma said the same thing.
Wait, grandma?
All right. Well, I just want to tell you guys I love you. You can call me later, and we'll talk about what I called you about. But man, I really appreciate you having me on the show, Ross, and thank you for your service. Man, like
I miss you.
On behalf of a Grateful Nation.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. I take all of that in, and I appreciate it. We're done in about a half hour, so I'll call you then.
Dakota.
Hey, well, first off, how's your amazing wife, Jessie, doing?
Yes.
My God, dude, you've turned into the new Evan.
Let me talk to him.
What I would like to do is, like, I don't know, I think, like, if the show's hearing this, I think we should have a vote. I think we should change Ross's name to simply from now on as Jessie's husband.
I like it.
So
It's
the Jessie Wiseman Revolution.
Yep.
And then featuring her husband.
No. The Jessie Wiseman's husband's revolution.
It's long, but I like it.
On, like, we don't even acknowledge Ross. Like, who? Who Ross? So I think we should vote on that. I think your show should vote on it.
We will. And when this this is going to air live tonight, so they'll be able to vote on it real quickly. But I'll give you a call here in about a half hour.
Cool. See y'all. Bye.
Bye. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Dakota Meyer lives in Austin, by the way.
He does.
That was the next story I was going to get into. So he just signed on to the Media Network yesterday, Medal of Honor recipient, and he goes, "Hey man, we're going to fly to our co-host's house." And I was like, "Huh?" We show up at his house.
I'm trying not to like fan out and freak out about this, but go ahead.
So we show up. I knew he's got a helicopter.
You knew this, and I think you had been up in it, right?
Not in his. I'd been in the one that Jared was in.
You've done the helicopter as a no big deal thing, which I have never done.
Yeah.
So I've never been like, oh, let's just jump in a helicopter. Mm-hmm. I have never done that. So you were already, and I was just trying to act cool, but go ahead.
So when we got there, I looked over to you and I go, "Hey man, is it cool? Like his co-host is maybe about 10 minutes away by helicopter, so we're just going to take the helicopter over there." And you were like, "What? Is this real?" And I was like, yeah. But I go, "If you're nervous about it, we won't take the helicopter."
Right, but you had already said yes. So this is the funny thing, the fun thing that you do, which is like, you say yes, it's already set up, and then you go, but if you're not comfortable with it, I can ruin everything, basically.
Yeah.
So anyways, I did feel that if I was stern enough and was like, dude, I cannot, you would have been like, no. But at the same time, it was all set up.
Yeah.
And as listeners of the show know, because I'm a motion sickness queen, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday was a miracle day.
It was.
It was a miracle day.
You didn't get sick
I didn't
at all.
get sick on the drive, on the windy roads.
We took a lot of dirt roads in the
I didn't get sick
backwoods
on
of
the
Texas
helicopter,
last night.
not for 1 second. I didn't get sick on the flight.
Yep.
over. Benny, do you mind getting me a glass of wine?
Yeah, glass of cab, Benny, for the lady.
Are you getting drinks or no? Oh, okay, thanks.
I'm good. I'm good with the Lone
He's
Star,
got
brother.
His fucking Lone Star.
We're
dude.
in Texas. I'm drinking Lone Stars here. You know?
You're good. You're good. We're chill.
I'll try whatever that is.
Yeah, get him something better,
Yeah,
please.
I'll try whatever you're having. You like
Thanks,
it.
buddy.
Yeah. So we get there. The helicopter's in the front yard. He's got a 15-acre lot of land. A lot of land.
It was impressive.
And he's got a dope-ass house
Yes.
on top of the hill. It's exactly what you would picture one of America's biggest heroes to have, right?
To have.
It was awesome.
But someone like him, too. That's
I was
just like,
super
fuck it,
surprised
whatever.
that you said, yeah, I'll go in the helicopter. I was like, whoa.
I was, too, but I think it was, and I don't know what
He's a helicopter
happens.
pilot.
People have
He's a pilot.
sent me stuff about my motion sickness, like sent me messages since I've talked about it, since I've taken the stigma away.
Yeah.
Just joking. But anyways, I've gotten lots of messages and they're like, we don't know what it is. Like, could be inner ear. Like, try this, try that. And so the flight in, I didn't have to take anything. And I didn't have 1 second of motion sickness. So I was like, okay, let me do it. Like, let me just try and go up and be cool.
Yeah.
And like not think about it. And it worked out.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
It's great.
Because I never, and this is huge, like we've been in a helicopter together over Grand Canyon. And I still, even at that time, wasn't able to like
enjoy it
because I wasn't able to like just stop thinking about not puking.
Yeah.
Enough to like look out the window and actually enjoy it. And it was so amazing yesterday
It was awesome.
to like look out the window and not be sick and just be like, holy shit, this is what normal people do when they do like look out the window of an airplane or look over the side. You know what I mean? Like anything. Or when you're driving and you look at the, scenery. Like I can't even do that.
Yeah.
So it was amazing, first of all. And then it was a little bit Kobe weather. So we had
Kobe. How many jokes did I make yesterday? Jesus.
Look, though, it was very foggy.
It's a little foggy. It wasn't that foggy.
But like
here's the
your
difference.
first
though.
time up after Kobe's death, you
sure.
don't want it to be
In a
foggy
helicopter.
at all,
You're
right?
But I will say this: like, not only is he a professional, but like he will land the helicopter anywhere and be like, "Dude,
And
this isn't safe to fly."
Yeah.
So it was perfectly great.
Totally fine.
Safe to fly easily, and we had a fucking blast. I was so surprised that you did not get sick. I was surprised you agreed to it because I said, "Look, if you feel the slightest bit uncomfortable, I'll stop this. I'll just drive there."
Well, you've badgered me and domestic abused me enough.
About your motion sickness?
Yeah. That like I think maybe that's the key. It's like with hiccups, like scare somebody and they stop.
Yeah.
I think that maybe is something like
Hey.
if you badger someone enough and make them feel shitty enough about it, it may just go away.
I'm like a Russian police officer. I'm stern, but I'm fair.
Sure.
So when I'm helping you with your journey, with all of this stuff,
And
like,
I think
hey,
that's what it was.
I'm stern but fair. And we had a
'Cause I was
blast.
surprised.
You
And
had a blast, and it was probably one of the best times ever, right?
Awesome. And it was a quintessence like Texas country day, right?
Yeah.
So we went from one country, like house in the country, 15 acres, to another, his buddy's house, tons of acres, country. Super nice, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing what you can do with land and...
Yeah,
Thanks,
we did.
buddy.
Thanks, Benny.
Benny,
Benny,
you're
what's the
gonna
name of
be
your
in the
company?
seat.
Shout it out real quick.
You're going to be in the...
Tickets. T2all.com, dude. It's where we
That's
get all
a
my
great
tickets for
name.
everything. That's where I get my
That's
tickets.
such a
It's
great
Benny the
name.
Ticket Guru. We always talk about him on Drinkin Bros. He's going to be on the next show, actually, on Drinkin Bros Sports.
I am having 2
We're in
glasses
his
of wine before
nape of the
6.
way, but we're going to Post Malone. Don't fucking throw up on Post Malone tonight when you meet him.
I definitely won't do that. I might like fight with you, but I won't puke.
Why would you fight with me?
Look, if there's, this.
Oh, yeah.
Should we get real or not real?
I don't care, guys.
If there's like, we talk about it on Broettes sometimes. Like, when is it like, sometimes you'll fight with your husband or wife when you get a certain drunk. Sometimes it's just fun, but when there's like underlying stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you've either fought about something a week ago or you didn't really resolve things. If you drink a little bit too much, it will come out, right?
Yikes. We're at 2 glasses before 7.
That's what I just said.
I
And you're
know.
like, no problem.
Well, no, what is do you know your limit? What's your limit?
I think 3 if I want to, if it's just like chill.
Uh-huh.
4 It depends. Like we're gonna have a break and then we're gonna go do stuff. I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna change and then we have like stuff.
Correct.
So it's when I'm like stressed and I drink later and I drink more faster. Right?
Okay.
When you're like trying to catch up with people.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it, I guess. You drink all the time.
I can drink
day
forever.
and night.
I can drink forever. It's weird.
Guy like you?
A guy like me. A girl like you. Yeah, I can go. I'm one of those guys who can go forever. It doesn't really matter. And it's just like, sweet. What are we drinking? A case? It doesn't matter. Like it's cool, but
yeah.
I don't have an issue with it. Now, when I'm doing Special K, now that's I'm kidding.
So, but yeah. I don't know. I think you could probably tell me my limit more than me. Like I know if I'm out with girlfriends, the limit is not the same as if I'm out with you.
So
girls like treat each other and take care of each other different than your husband.
These days, for me to get rocked, it's going to take a bottle of something, and it's going to have to be hard, like hard liquor.
You know my limit.
I do know your limit. Yeah. But so for me to fight with you, it would take a lot. Where it's just like, all right, everybody's doing shots and for all night and whatever and blah blah blah.
Sure.
Yeah, knowing your limit, I would say probably four glasses of red wine in your.
But if it is like
switch to seltzers, that shit's easy.
If it is like across the course of a certain time, then it's fine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
All right.
When it's 4 in a row,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if it's like 2 right now, get changed, hang out, do whatever. 2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's different.
All right. We'll find out what happens tonight. Quick turnaround though. He's gonna get out of here because of the coronavirus. A lot of people, man, shutting down schools. Italy. The entire country of Italy is now quarantined, which is weird. Because I'm worried about Olive Garden. Mm-hmm. That is obviously the best Italian you could get.
I was gonna ask though, is there an Olive Garden somewhere?
There is in Italy. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If I ever go,
you got to go to the Olive Garden in Italy.
You have to.
Yeah. But Americano.
No, you have to take a picture out there and just be like, "What a fucking world!"
It's the best.
What a world!
What a
that
time
America
to be alive.
Is such a piece of shit.
It's great
that we do that.
What? We're not shitty. We're enhancing Italian food, Jessie. God, there's nothing like a little bit of Olive Garden on a cool summer night. You know, really gets you in the mood.
When there's like a really nice, authentic Italian restaurant, like
right next door, and then you go to Olive Garden and butt fuck a salad at the bar,
full of
and some
tourist
honor
bullshit.
system Chianti. Me and my wife had 3. Why is the bottle empty, sir? I don't know.
That's on you guys.
Yeah,
right?
there was a cat who walked by, knocked it over, drank some of it.
That's not us. That's on you.
Yeah, it's on you, man. Check the cameras.
You don't have to live with that.
Check the fucking footage. Get the GM out here. Check the fucking footage, dude.
Play the tape.
Me and my wife had 3, dog. I'm about to get real loud up in this motherfucker. Check the tape, dog. But that's what I want to do over in Italy, and now I'm not going to get the chance because they shut down the country for coronavirus. Some people saying they're going to cut it off and just push it out into the sea.
Oh, cut the boot off?
Yep. Cut off the whole boot.
Take the boot off, if you will.
Push it into the sea and just wear a sock or a bare foot. Now they're going to cut the boot off and push it out into the sea. Yeah.
It's going to be very Derek.
Very nubby. Any chance that there's a controversy because they want to kill off older people? Country's got a lot of them.
I think there's a little bit of controversy with this.
Yeah.
A little bit of conspiracy, and you know I don't do that at all.
I do it. I do it all the time.
Do you have theories about this then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think part of it's politics, especially now. Democrats have tried everything against Trump. It didn't work. They're down to the 2 candidates who they don't like. Biden, that video went viral about an hour ago with the Michigan worker where he told him to go fuck off. Yeah. And then he would fight him outside at the auto plant.
By the way.
Which I like too, but the voters of Michigan will not like. And I think they've tried everything. What is left at this point is the economy tanking and the coronavirus. That's it. So
yeah, so they needed...
That's my one conspiracy.
Before the election, they needed the economy, which was the only thing that Trump was...
The only problem with that, I will say, is the way he's able to eat up news cycles in 24 hours. Once they get it, if they get a cure for this fucker by June, forget it, man. You still have another 5 months until the election. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. My conspiracy about it is that it's coming from a place that controls their
China?
media so much that you actually don't know. The only videos of people actually like suffering from it are released by them.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
So you think China is behind? You think it's worse or?
I think it's not as bad.
Oh, you think it's not as bad over there? Because if so, then you're not going to hide the videos.
They're not. I don't think they're hiding videos. I think they're putting out videos that they want to put out.
Okay.
Because anyone that tries to do real videos disappears.
They
so
die.
like, yeah. So like, there's people that because you're not allowed to do like a YouTube journalism thing. You'll get disappeared, if you will. So anyone that's really trying to cover it disappears, and the only media because their media is controlled by the government, right?
Right.
So it's like any video that comes out has to be approved by them. There's no videos like, and anytime someone wants tries to take stuff with their cell phone, they're disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, you got to text it to somebody else, or WhatsApp it, I guess. But
yeah, and they do, and there is stuff out. There is stuff out
buddy
on
mine, Kid
YouTube
Cope,
and stuff.
Yeah,
but then
he posted some shit.
They get disappeared. Those people, and there's like 2 journalists that are like,
the doctor got fucking nukes. He got killed.
Did he?
Yeah.
There was this like YouTube little like journalist wrote, you have to be guerrilla. So it's like, and was putting out
over
stuff.
In China?
He's like 30 something.
Over in China? Okay.
Yeah. And he traveled to Wuhan to try and take videos of stuff. And he took a couple and was doing a live feed, and then he just got disappeared. And there's a couple like that. So you because you can't do that.
Where's he at today?
They don't know.
Wow.
You can't do that though. You can't do your own
No, you can't
this
do shit over
show
there.
is not allowed over there, right?
No, definitely not.
Right. So getting real information from people on cell phones hey, this is what's happening here, you can't get that.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. It's strange.
And that's where the most damage is being done, and we can't get any real footage of it. It's just crazy.
Me personally, I'm tired of talking about it, but it's necessary. Because
I mean, we don't have to.
No. Because I feel like every day it keeps getting worse and it's eating up the news cycle, but nobody's really dying over here. So it's
not here. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's I know that sounds shitty, but I really only care about what goes on in America.
Right.
We can't police the world. My opinions on that.
Sure.
So therefore what am I supposed to do, Japes? I'm going to go to Post Malone tonight and just enjoy my life. Like a candle in the wind. Never knowing when the rain set in.
What? Never knowing when the rain set in?
Well, like know I was lucky. You can't burn that long before. Is that like drinking? Your legend never. Yeah.
People know when we have drinks in front of us that you're going to get a lot of acapella.
Impromptu sing-alongs.
Impromptu acapella.
Yeah, you just blew out a candle. By the way, that's what prompted that for the audio listeners.
I mean, it wasn't real.
Because they're probably what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no.
That was what
know.
It prompted it.
They know.
I would like to know you. I was lucky. They played that at a funeral. I remember that song from a funeral.
Diana.
Yeah.
And who else?
Princess Diana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know her as Lady Di, but yeah, you one name dropped her like you guys were bros.
Well, I've been reading and let's be real, I'm not reading, but I'm watching up on. I was trying to sound cool.
You're not reading
that. Who thinks I'm reading?
Goddamn thing.
I was watching up on the House of Windsor, so I feel like I know her. But what other funeral were you talking? I saw it at a funeral. That song
Lady
was
Di.
at. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it on TV.
But you were saying it I
watched it on TV like everybody else.
I saw it at a funeral.
Saw it at a funeral.
Funeral.
I was trying to remember which one.
Oh, and I came in there with the.
Well, I was trying to think of her name proper as Lady Di. You dropped it you guys are fucking beef fries.
Diana.
That you guys crumpet together.
Yeah.
You guys used to crumpet together.
Princess Diana, House of Windsor.
Yeah.
Who's more proper? I don't know. lady die.
My money's on Meghan Markle still.
That what?
She's more proper. Definitely the hottest one.
She out.
Stack the two of those side by side. Like, let's be realsies.
It's a different time. I mean, stack
It's
anyone.
Megs.
But stack anyone from the 80s and 90s that were considered hot against hot now.
Yeah, that is untrue and unfair.
Oh, it's so true.
No.
Hotness now is unparalleled to hotness back in the day.
You think it's better or worse?
Better now.
I do not.
You think it was hotter back in the day?
Fuck no, dude.
What?
Yes.
Like who?
80s hotness was the best. I said this on Dakota's show yesterday.
Say one person that I can set up against.
I'll tell the audience so they can go and Google it. I said this on Dakota's yesterday where I was like, dude, when you're waiting for the internet and you could see that one picture of the one nude girl.
Sure.
There was one that was just like super hot. And I was like, dude, you remind me of this one fucking 80s chick that, when we were talking about having sex, I was like, you're that girl where it's just like, hell yeah, dude. Because you have an 80s hotness to you. Whereas like the new hot, I don't really dig it. I don't dig the heroin chic bullshit.
Because I'm a bigger gal. Now listen, but
not that at all. You're a real woman.
But who are you talking
You're a
about?
curvy woman. That's what I love.
Who are you talking about? What's the name?
Samantha Fox is her name. Google it. No one really knows who this is. Blonde. Google it now. We have a couple minutes. People here.
We have a couple minutes left.
Google Samantha Fox.
Samantha Fox.
Yeah. You pull it up. You tell me what you think, James.
Do you guys know who this is?
That's what I'm saying. Look it up.
Not.
Samantha Fox,
do?
80s. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he remembers.
Okay.
If you thought Jessie on a computer was slow, on a,
But what? Hang on. She's Italian.
You've got the wrong person. She's 80s,
really?
blonde hair.
I mean, she seems 80s to me.
Yeah, let me pop that on over here.
Is that her?
James. Yeah, that's her. There we go.
Okay.
She's Italian?
She's Italian. No.
You are too, right?
No, she's not.
Why did you say she's Italian?
Because she was performing in Italy.
And in Italy? Put the phone down, dude.
Okay.
Your Googling skills
She's
are terrible.
53 now, so you could still get on down the road and be with her.
I don't know what she looks like now. I want to remember what she looks like from the late 80s.
You can find out.
I'm sure we could. And I'll
You
probably,
pop
after
on.
the show, I would.
So she's English.
Oh, she's British. I didn't know that.
You never heard her talk. You literally just looked at her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looks like she's singing. Does she sing?
Yeah, she's a singer.
Okay.
She's a fucking hot ass singer. And she
and
ended
you
up doing
never
Playboy.
heard her talk.
She ended up doing Playboy too. Hey, put that on the phone, Jessie. It'll be you just staring at Wikipedia for 30 minutes.
No, I'm looking at Samantha Fox.
Look at her afterwards. By the way, breaking news:
He told me to get on the phone.
Coachella was just postponed 10 minutes ago.
I
want to say thank you to the revolutionary figure today. I'm going to go ahead and say it's Ross Patterson. If you listen to Drinkin Bros Sports, I did a whole episode on the coronavirus. I told you to bet everything on Coachella being canceled. It is canceled. I was 5-1 odds. Everybody just won, including myself. Fuck you, dude. Follow Drinkin Bros podcast Instagram. I posted my betting slip on there. I would like to know you. I was just a kid. You know why I said to bet that? California's full of pussies. And even if this virus wouldn't have extended when I told you to bet on this 3 or 4 weeks ago, they would have done it anyways and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bird flu. There might be a bird that flies over the festival. Cancel it. Fucking cancel it, Rick. We can't go to Coachella anymore. Fuck. And they said, you know what they said? Coachella is the biggest show. This was in the article. 50,000 influencers are really disappointed. Are they? What about the people dying from coronavirus? But the 50,000 influencers on Instagram are disappointed. What are they disappointed? You're going to miss that one fucking photo in front of the Ferris wheel?
It's their livelihood.
It
Ross.
is. Instead,
and I just want to go ahead.
At the Polo Ground, they should just play one song on repeat throughout all the speakers at the Polo Grounds. I would like to know you. I was just a kid. Candle in the Wind, because it all died. This is the day the magic died.
485 episodes, and I can't believe that it took this long for you to make yourself the revolutionary figure of the year.
Of the day.
Week.
Of the day, yeah. You're welcome.
Of the week.
You're welcome.
Wow. When you said it, I was like, has he done this before?
No.
Feels very familiar.
Yeah.
It feels very familiar for you to make yourself the revolutionary figure. But my God, it has never happened before. So good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You nominate, you choose,
Yep.
and you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
This is one of those rare moments when you get to be your own hero. I remember I was watching an interview with Michael Jordan this morning after he hit the game-winning shot in the NCAA, and he goes, you know what the biggest deal of that shot was for me? That was when I went from being called Mike to Michael Jordan. And I feel like today is the day where I stopped being called Ross, and I started being called Ross Patterson.
Probably not, but
Jessie.
I think we're done probably, right?
No, we're not even close to it. Let me ask you this. Tonight at the show, backstage tonight, are you going to say, I'm with Ross Patterson, or are you going to say I'm with Ross?
No.
I'm the revolution finger of the day.
You're taking my fucking ring off.
I just won all these people money.
And I'm partying at Posty.
I'm a champion to all, and I won so much people money today.
Sure, I'll say whatever.
I'm with Ross Patterson.
Okay.
Just say that tonight.
I'm with Ross Patterson.
Yeah. You know it. You know it.
You know it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What else? You know it.
You know it.
You
live
it.
Like it.
And you rub it and you like it.
Yeah. You got to say all that tonight.
Okay.
And then my thing to Post Malone, I will say, look, because this is the day the music died.
Sure.
Can we get a Candle in the Wind cover tonight?
Oh my God. Would that be amazing? I bet he could bust it out, no problem.
If I can get him on camera tonight, if I can get him on camera tonight to sing one line of Candle in the Wind, that would be the best. Because I did that with Asking Alexandria. That was the best. So for those of you who don't know, on Drinkin Bros, they were a guest on the show, and I introduced them as a Chumbawamba cover band, and I said, dude, nothing makes me more amped when you sing I Get Knocked Down and I Get Up Again on stage. And everybody started writing in, tagging the band over and over and over again. We saw them the next time we did a live show in Jacksonville for, what is it, the Rock the fucking Testicle Fest?
Yeah.
It's big. It's in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
There's like 100,000 people or whatever, right?
It's metal for sure.
Yeah, it was Ozzy, so it was Ozzy Osbourne, and we were there with Jack and Kelly and all them, and so we hop on over to Asking Alexandria, and I go, hey, man, I looked out at the crowd, and there was like fucking 40,000 people there for Asking Alexandria, and I was like, so you got to do it, right? You're going to do it? And he goes, oh, God, yes.
Did he do it?
Mid-show, he
Good
said,
for him.
I'll get knocked down.
But I'll get up and in. You never
crowd went ape dick.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's a pleaser. That's a crowd pleaser for sure.
So is Candle in the Wind. Yeah. So
well,
I think we should do it
try
tonight.
It out.
So we learned, what did we learn today, James, to wrap it up? I'm my own hero.
Yep.
Revolutionary figure of the day.
Yep.
You're with Ross Patterson.
Sure.
I am a genius who is probably untested.
Yep. And the guy with the helicopter wants to talk to me.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've learned so many things.
We have and we haven't.
Look, we have and we haven't. It is and it isn't, right?
Yeah.
It's up and it's down.
It's that's what all of this is
It's here
about.
and it's now.
Yeah. Well, out there, just keep your ear to the grindstone, nose to the ground. What?
They're not. It's not grindstone.
Grindstone, nose to the ground. Go ahead and sew the back of your head to the carpet. This is Jessie Wiseman. I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good night, everyone.
Good night.